Hi guys, awesome to be back with you again this week and to bring a word of encouragement. This past week I've started a new unit of study and it's about resiliency. Resiliency is talking about the ability to bounce back, and not only bounce back from adverse circumstances that happen in our life, but the ability to flourish on the other side of that. In the lectures this week, they've talked about many things that can add to us as people that we can look at that help us to build resiliency in our life. And there's two things that I'd like to talk about today that I find very interesting. One of the first things that they talked about is those that are in a community are the people that seem to be able to flourish most or work through their circumstances the best. And as they were talking about it, they actually talked about what they call a religious community or a faith community, because they said these types of communities are able to work with people in supporting them through whatever is happening. But it's also a community where there are so many different age groups and different ideas that people have. They talked about maybe if you belong to the boating community or a horse riding community, something like that, you tend to just congregate with people who have similar ideas. But in a faith community, people don't always have the same ideas as you. And most importantly, there are many age groups in that community that all work together. And amazingly, in the Bible, God talks about that exact thing. In Hebrews chapter 10, verses 24 and 25, he says, "Let us think about each other and help each other to show love and do good deeds. You should not stay away from church meetings, as some are doing, but you should meet together and encourage one another." And as we all know that we're not actually having church meetings at the moment, but that doesn't stop us from having host parties on a Sunday morning when we're watching church together, coming around the communion table together, calling people, texting people. It is all about staying in community, because people in community seem to be able to do things in life best. The other point that I'd like to talk about that they brought out is those that are in a family and the family has had to face some adverse circumstances, and what will happen is either it will drive a family further apart or pull a family back in closer together. And I certainly know this has happened in my own family, where we've had many different situations happen, some very tragic situations, but it's been able to cause us to come together closer as a family. And again, God's word has something to say on that. In James chapter 1 and verses 2 to 4, it says, "Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles of any kind come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy. For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow, for when your endurance is fully developed, you'll be perfect and complete, needing nothing." So guys, I'd just like to challenge each and every one of us on those two things. Make sure you stay in your faith community. Reach out to one another, stick in close. And even within our own families, let's understand that the things that come against us can cause us to grow stronger when we work together. Just as I finish off today, I would love to encourage each and every one of us to pray for our brothers and sisters in Victoria. They are part of our faith community. There are thousands of people down there that are struggling with all of what is going on, but let's lift them up in our prayers and understand that we are all in this together as one nation. Guys, have the most awesome week, and I'll catch you again. Bless you heaps. Bye.